Hello everyone, my name is the Emerald Lad, and today we just finished the Honkai Star Rail 3.2 live stream. There is a lot to go over, so let's not waste any time. So first off, before anything, we're going to start off with just the codes. We got all three codes here. We'll flash them again through, but I will leave them both the code and a link to the code to redeem in the comments below and description. So if you want to go there, do that. All that jazz, 300 J's, don't miss out. Alright, so let's jump straight in, I guess. Let's jump straight in to just the overall stuff that's coming out to the game through the petals in the Land of Repose. Alright, so this is really brief. We're getting a new Trailblaze mission, as you know, with the same name. It's going to feature Castoris and Naxa, and we did see Cypher in the trailer, so she's going to make an appearance there. We're getting two new areas, the Dawn Cloud and Styxia, so it's pretty cool. We're getting new enemies, we're getting Pollux, and some new Black Tide enemies, which are pretty interesting. Here are the new characters coming to the patch. We're getting Castoris, who is a 5-star Corner of Remembrance, and Anaxa, a 5-star Wind Erudition character. And then their respective light cones. This new light cone here, which honestly, if we're gonna be real, it's whatever. It was made for Anaxa, and if you don't care for Anaxa, this is whatever, honestly. So, there's that. So here is what the banner is looking like. Phase 1 is going to be Castoris with Fugue, Jiaoqiu, and Acheron as like that 1-3 character banner that you can pick from. And the 4 stars are going to be Pella, Gallagher, and Lynx with Good Night Sleep Well, and these two icons, I forget, this is Choreo, and I forget what this one's called, so there's that, it's pretty good. Phase 2 will have Anaxa and Dr. Ratio, which is, actually, I believe this is his first time returning, which is pretty cool, so. We're getting Dongheng, Serval, and Mose as 4 stars with these light cones here. I don't remember them, I just know this one's okay, this one's iffy, and that one's kind of meh. Alright, so we will actually, let me quickly scroll through, we'll do this first. So we're getting a couple new events. Star Rail World, which seems to be some kind of business kind of game. I don't really know too much. We can actually quickly just go to the stream and showcase it off real quick. Also, actually while we're here, I do have to point this out. The revive is still here and it's still global, and we are gonna have to cry about it. So we can actually see here, I muted the stream, but you can see that they say that you can protect allies from a battle. If your team member takes fatal damage, they won't die right away. And then if the characters get healed or shielded, they give a second chance. So basically, it's just a revive. Right here though, even when Castoris isn't part of your active team, you can still activate this ability. So they planned it to where it works with, like, there is a feature, right? This is not something that slipped by. They planned this, they want this. Why? I don't know, man. I really don't. A lot of people are really frustrated over this, which I don't blame them. This is really, really stupid. I still hate it. So there's that. Yeah, they talk about it as a lore sense. I just think of it as a we want money sense. So there's that. So, oh yeah, right. I came here to show you the gameplay of Star Rail World, which should be all over here. Here it is. It's just kind of this business thing. You just get money, this vibe here. That's all I really know. You're looking at the gameplay now. It looks okay. I don't think it's as great as the Monopoly one, but it's alright. We're getting an annual Trailblaze report like last year. We'll basically just track a bunch of shit that we've done over the past year and just tell you. I fear this one because, oh boy, I'm gonna get outed, but hey, there's that. We're getting the 300% Realm of Strange and Planar Fissure like last year, which is pretty cool. Let's say you get nothing you want, and then you cry. We're getting 2 version events, Seal Slammers, which is the main event. It gives you these free pet bubbles, and then some stuff here. Then more Starlight, which is some of this stuff here. We'll come back to that in a second. And I think there's new relic system optimization. There's they added auto salvage relics and smart discover 5-star relics. I don't know if I can showcase that because I have to find it, and I don't know where they put it. They might put it back here somewhere, I think. Somewhere all the way back here. It was pretty good. It's a pretty good system, I think. But I have to find it. I don't know where it is. It's like somewhere in this mess of like, oh, here it is. I saw it for a second. Here. So, yep, there's now, yeah, you can now choose like what you want to discard. Oops. I didn't get to there. And then, yeah, it now automatically discards anything below a certain range, which is good. I like it. The smart discard is exactly what you think it is. Yep, saw it soon for any recommended character. Yep, all that, which is cool. I mean, I risked this once and I lost a good artifact, so I cry. But hey. Alright. There's going to be a live for Star Rail. It's going to be like a orchestra. It's going to be a... Wow, I can't think of the name. I'm blanking. But there's that. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm not going to watch it personally, but if you're going to watch it, good luck. Good luck. Enjoy it. Enjoy it when it comes out. Alright, so now let's get into the other stuff. We'll jump over here, scroll all the way up here. We are going to have a good bit of stuff to talk about. So, yeah. We're at 5 minutes. Alright, maybe we'll get past this before 20 minutes. I don't know. Alright, anniversary celebration claim rewards. So, there is going to be 2 specific logins. Actually, we have to go here for the login. So, for one, instead of the normal Gift of Odyssey, it's now Festive Gifts, which gives you twice the amount of pulls. As you can see, it gives 20 pulls instead of 10. And there is another login on Anniversary Day, where on April 26th you can get a greeting card and 600 silver jade from a character you selected. So you can select one of these characters and they'll give you a personalized letter. I thought it gives you the character for a split second when I read this, but then no, it's not that. So there's that. Alright, the same thing here. Yep, as you can see, 1600 fuel. Also, Express Gifts, that free character you're going to get, it's going to end in 3.2, so make sure you claim it now while you still can. There are some bundles. We'll go over those in a bit. We're going to jump a little bit. So here's the specific rewards to start with World. You get 1200 Jade, the Light Cone, a self-modeling resin, the Track Destiny, it's whatever. Right? And then show a rate up. This is when it's live. This goes live on the 23rd, which if I check on my thing here, yep, it's going to be here. It's going to start in the second to last Wednesday of the month, and then the Realm of the Strange is going to start on the second Friday of May. So there's that. Oops. Close that. Alright, is there anything else I'm missing here? I don't think so. This is offline collab stuff. Just share it to get 90 jades, so that's free, right? The concert, that's what it was. Wow, I blanked. It was concert, my fault. Yes, the Star Rail Live concert goes live on May 3rd, so there's that. Enjoy it. There's going to be a special animated short on Anniversary Day, which is the 26th, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. It was good last year, so I expect it to be good this year. So here's the report. You get 180 jades, you get fuel, and some other stuff, which is nice. And then right here, during the anniversary celebration, participate in the 2-year anniversary celebration event to earn up to 120 silver jades. And then and there's gonna be some social media events. You can actually partake in these to get Express Supply Pass, which is pretty sick. And then some more global shares will get you the 120 jades, which is pretty sick. We'll talk about this in a second. I think all this stuff we'll talk about. Yeah, and then we'll come back to this in a second. Alright, so that's all the major anniversary stuff for events and all that. So there's that. Let's get into what I think people wanted. The free 5-star. So there is a new system that I'll talk about later. All you need to know is they'll give you one of that new item, and that can be exchanged for either any of the standard banner characters currently in the game. So Welt, yeah, right here. Himiko, Welt, Bronya, Gepard, Clara, Yangqing, and Bailu, or you can exchange for either Ruan Mei or Luocha, which is pretty good. Both of the characters are actually viable now because Luocha is now good with Castaris, so he's now viable, and Ruan Mei is always good, right? Always a good character. So yeah, pretty solid. They can use that for free. Right here, limited 5-star character Ruan Mei or Luocha, and then you can pick from the permanent 5-star characters that we have right now, or variable dice. If you pick this, yeah. So basically, here's the Golden Companion Spirit. So in the current update now, there's going to be a couple ways to get it in this patch specifically. There's going to be one for free for a version from 3.2 to 3.4, and then there's going to be another one if you partake in the Cherished Recollection. We'll talk about that. And then this is the system. We'll talk about the system in a second. We have to actually get down there for a little bit. You can exchange one Golden Companion Spirit for one 5-star, yada yada. And then you can continue exchanging for a 5-star character until they're in max level, in which case you can't. And then, yeah, characters to add to the shop remain permanently available for exchange with no expiration date. So I assume that means, yeah, that means these two will be here for forever, and then they will ever go away. More will be added. I assume the period is just when to actually get this item for free. So keep that in mind. Alright, here's another big thing. The character event warp optimization. So as of 3.2, they're going to be adding 3 new characters to the standard list, which is going to be Sela, Blade, and Fu Xuan. So keep in mind that this is only for character banners. This does not apply to the Lycom banner, the free 5 multis you do at the very beginning of the game, for like basically the one you get a guaranteed 5-star, and it does not count for the standard banner. These do not apply here. So is that just in case you want confirmation. Please note that the customization feature for non-feature 5-star characters is exclusively available for character event warp and does not apply to Light Cone event warp, Stellar warp, or departure warp. Basically meaning you're in the standard banner, you're only getting these characters. Keep that in mind. So how does this work? So basically what happens is you have to pick 7 of the 10 characters you see here, or 10 right now. So let's say, for example, you want Blade and Fu Xuan. You have to get rid of 2 of the old 5-star characters from your list to add in here. So for example, I want Blade and Fu Xuan, so I'm going to be getting rid of Clara and Gepard for those 2. So keep that in mind. You can only have 7, so the rates don't change. And yeah, there's that. I think it's pretty cool. It's not the biggest, like, oh my god thing, because again, it's still like you have to lose 50-50 for this, and it's like let's say you have all 3 of these characters, it's a 3 in 7 chance you get one of the 7. Or yeah, it's a 3 in 7 chance you get any one of the 7, so keep that in mind. But I mean, it's nice, right? Like, you can't complain about this. It's a nice feature just to have, and I don't really hate it too much. This will obviously get better with the more characters they add into it, because the more characters you don't have, the more odds you actually pull a character you want. So keep that in mind. Alright. So, observation of, yep, right here. When Trailblazers obtain Eidolon for a 5-star, both limited and standard, that have already reached max Eidolons, you now get a silver companion spirit. They don't show it in here, but they show it in the video. I can quickly find that. Should be right here. Yes. So, yep, this is it right here. If you get 2 of these, you exchange it for one of these golden companion spirits, and then one of those goes for any 5-star character at the shop. Right now, it's going to be the standard banner 5-star characters, the ones we already have, and these 2. The list never decreases. Basically, these guys will never leave. They will always add more to it, so keep that in mind. Yep, each excess Eidolon will be converted to one silver companion, and then at 2 you get for 1. Surplus Eidolons from before version 3.2 will be compensated with silver companion spirit in version 3.2. So basically, what that means is, from this point on, from before 3.2, if you've gotten any extra Eidolons, they will now carry over to 3.2, and you'll get the amount of silver companions you were supposed to get. So that's cool. The optimization for 5-star character Eidolon surplus applies to all sources and methods of obtaining 5-star characters. So, like, let's say you used your 5-star to get, like, Clara, but you already E6 every character, so you just got an extra Eidolon. It counts here. So, there's that. They have a new Light Cone exchange, which I think is good, but we'll have to see how it goes, because I'll talk about it. So, currently, right now, it's going to be all of the standard bearer 5-stars Light Cones, and then the new ones, which is Sela's, Blades, Luocha's, Fu Xuan's, and Ruan Mei's Light Cones. So keep that in mind. They're going to be added into this special shop here, which you need this special item here. Yeah, just Light Cones will also note that obviously more Light Cones will be added. You need to get this item to exchange it. It's 4 for 1 right here. 4 Light Cone memory shards for 1 5-star Light Cone. However, as it stands right now, there is no free way of getting it. So currently right now, you do Cherished Recollection, which is a paid event. I'll tell you that right now. You get there's going to be one in the Nameless Glory, which is the paid battle track. And if you purchase the upgrade to Nameless Medal, you'll receive an additional Light Cone memory shard, allowing you to obtain up to 2. There's no expiration date. So currently right now, there is no free way of getting this. But I assume there's going to be, there have been leaks saying that this item will show up in some story events after clearing them. We don't know when, and we don't know where, but keep that in mind. Yep, there's that. Alright, I think that is it for this section here. I think that's it for this section here. So, there's that. Also, by the way, if you really want to know, you can change this golden for 2 variable dice. If you exchange it, though, you're wild, so... Or you can't. And if you can't, we have questions. Alright, here is the special content overview, which basically bundles. We'll go over this. This is pretty interesting. So obviously, first time top up bonus is refreshed. So now you can now get double the amount for the same price, which is sick. There's this pack here, special ticket, which gives you one single in both the standard and limited banner and 30,000 credits. If this is any more than $1, it's a scam. So there's that. It lasts the entire patch, so keep that in mind. There's this pack here, Trailblaze Assistant, which gives 320 Oneric shards and 4 of the Star Rail special passes with 10 fuel across 5 days. It's fine, but I mean, it's not crazy. It shouldn't be that expensive, I hope, because honestly, this isn't really worth that much. But I mean, it's nice, sure. All right, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing that I was laughing at on stream, or at least when we got the news. Cherished Recollection. Accumulate Oneric shards during version 3.2 to unlock more rewards. This is the whale section. So right here, whales, listen up. So, the more you have to just get Oneric shards. You don't have to use them, you just have to have them or get them. Right? So, here's all the rewards you can get. The max rewards is at 25,000, which roughly is around $300. So, if you spend $300 worth of getting Oneric shards, you can get 550 Tears of Dreams, which is nice. 2 self-modeling resins, which is pretty solid. 4 self-modeling resin. Those are not supposed to be the same thing. Those are supposed to be different names. This is Wishel resin. This is Wishel resin. Yeah, they made a typo here. Okay. So there's that. You get 4 light cone memory shards, which remember you can get for 1 5-star light cone, which is if you buy the $100 top up, you immediately get this, which is pretty nice. You also get 2 variable dice, which is nice. At 18,000 Oneric shards, you get a golden companion spirit, which again can translate to exchanging for 1 5-star character in the shop. And then at 25,000, you get this exclusive personal display set, which gives you a special Trailblazer phone case, a phone wallpaper, and a name card, which I think is the first you've gotten, which, I mean, I don't care for much, but hey, if you do, cool. Also, I forgot to mention this. These golden companion spirits do not expire. Neither do the light cone memory shards. These when you have them, they stay with you. They do not go away. So you can technically hold on to this until a new character like drops that you want. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna hold on to my golden companion spirit for a hot minute because I don't really need Ruan Mei or Luocha at the current moment, so I'll probably just hold on to it and go from there. So let's go. Here are some new contracts that are being added. So there's this one, which is a pick. You get to pick 2 of the following items. You get to pick a Wishel resin, a self-modeling resin, 800 relic remains, 240 Tears of Dreams, and everything from beyond this point is worthless. And then it costs 720 Oneric shards, so there's that. And you can purchase it 5 times. I think it's fine. It's not like crazy, but it's nice. There's this pack, which I think this actually is like you can use this. I honestly don't think this is a bad purchase. It's about I think it's what? That's 226 A shards. That's like, I don't know how much that is. I don't spend money in this game. I think that's $30, maybe 40. I don't remember. I had to check. If you get the double, you get the double though, so it's gonna be cheaper. So you get a multi automatically, and then you can pick any 3 items. You can also repeat items. I believe you can repeat items here. Yeah, you can repeat items here. So you can pick 2 Wishel resins, 2 self-modeling resins, 1600 relic remains, Tears of Dreams, and then lost crystals. Honestly, I wouldn't be against you picking Tears of Dreams, self-modeling resins, and some like relic remains. It's pretty nice. This her contract, which I don't really care for. It's just traveler guides and all that. This is bad. This is okay. This is not a bad pickup. This gives you 150 Tears of Dreams, which is really good to have. It's only 60 Oneric shards, which is pretty nice. Here's the name card, by the way. You spent $300 for that, by the way. Sure. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, like, listen, I don't care too much. I don't spend money in this game. And listen, if you have this, I'm not going to give you any more praise. I'm just going to look at you differently. Simple as that. Alright, so that's it. Now we're going to be talking about the big letter at the very end of this post. Yes, this one. Alright, so we're getting a lot of info on this one. So we're going to ignore this. This is just saying thank you for 2 years, yada yada. It's kind of funny they're doing this 2-year anniversary with one of the most controversial abilities in the game, but hey. So They actually talk about the buff. Remember when we talked about old buffs for characters a while ago? This is here. In forthcoming updates, we strive to deliver enhanced experiences. Long-awaited buffing of old characters is scheduled, with Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jingliao getting optimizations in version 3.4. So in 3.4, in about, I want to say 5 to 6 months from now, we should be getting them. It's pretty cool. They're buffs. Remember, Blade is also now going into the standard pool in the limited character banner, so you can pull him and get something working there. So there's that. Additionally, a brand new limited 5-star character will be gifted to all Trailblazers this year. There are 2 possibilities for this. One is a bit sick. One could be the 3.8 second half character, like they did with Dr. Ratio back at 1.6. Or this is going to be Archer from Fate. When the Fate collab drops, they might drop Archer for free, which would be hella dope. That's a lot of saving there. So there's that. The Trailblazing stories will soon delve into more profound realms. Beatrice and Furious, the fates of companions, and the evolution of the cosmos shall advance through your exploration and witness. Moreover, version 3.8's Finality mission update will unveil an alternate narrative thread behind Pinacoli's Trailblaze mission, involving another storyline about the Stellar Hunters, IPC, Mass Wolves, and other factions. This odyssey shall ascend to grander stages. What I assume this is, they're saying it's like a whole new thing. It's Finality mission. So based on what the wording is, it seems like it's going to be like a completely different, like a different timeline of sorts, right? Like it branches off from the main timeline. This probably will have to do with the Annihilation Gang. Like, what if like they actually showed up? Like, what if Akron didn't murk them? What if Akron wasn't even there, right? What if Akron didn't try to steal the invitation from the Annihilation Gang, or maybe she failed? Who knows? There's that. It's pretty cool. And then that's about it for that. I'm curious what to do with that, so we'll see there. Much like our Trailblaze journey, imperfections interwoven with triumphs, we shall continue refining content based on your counsel. May starlight ever illuminate your trailblazing expedition ahead. So I think that is it. I could be wrong. That's everything on my notes here. So overall, we're getting a free Luocha or Ruan Mei and 30 pulls, which are a bunch of other Jades from the events of Star Wars World, Trailblaze Reports, Seal Summers, Morning Starlight, all that. We're getting all that. New dupe system is pretty interesting, though it only matters if you've either E6 the character or you have gotten horribly unlucky. One of the two. The Lycone shop is okay at best because there's no free way of getting it, which I think is kind of iffy. At least as of right now, there's no free way of getting it, which I don't really understand too much. You can get free 5-star characters, but the Lycones, no, you have to spend for that. At least as of right now, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, but that is it for this video here. I just wanted to talk about everything that we're getting for this version 3.2. It's a good bit, right? If you ignore the biggest elephant in the room, that being Castaris's global passive still being in the game for some ungodforsaken reason. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good patch. I think it's a solid patch. No big problems here. I will be sending for Castaris as much as I hate it. I do like the character. I just like the character too much. I'm sorry. Listen, if you like the character and you want something for it, I will not stop you. But you just don't. I just cannot support. I just cannot bring myself to like that effect. I have to let it go. Like, I can't say I boycott the game because I'm gonna be it's gonna be ironic, but I will say that they will probably do this again. And if that happens, it's actually a big effect, we have to call them out on it majorly. Oh well, it is what it is. So that's it for this patch and this video. Again, I'll flash the codes here. They'll also be in the description and the pinned comment down below. So there's that. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're going to be selling for any of these characters here, or saving for Hyacinth/Cypher, or maybe even Fate, which is going to be the patch right after that. There's that. I hope you have all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a nice day.